Hello all, welcome to Geeky Rabbit. In the last session, we saw that how to install Docker on a Linux machine, and now in this session, let us see that how to install Docker on a Windows machine, and also we'll see the different Docker settings, and we'll see a little bit about the code editor that we use in Windows. We'll be using a Windows machine with Windows 10 Enterprise version installed on it. So let's begin. So the steps that needs to be followed for today are, first of all, we will be installing Docker from the Docker Hub. We'll also check for the virtualization setting while doing this installation. Then we would be looking into some additional settings required for Docker, which includes enabling the port 445 to change the saved location of code in Docker and checking the Docker information in Hyper-V Manager. Then next we will check how to install GitHub for desktop. And lastly, we'll be seeing about the code editors. So now let's begin to install Docker on your machine by downloading the correct edition from the Docker Hub. In order to do so, just go to the Docker Hub and log in. Then search for the Windows, and under Docker Community Edition, you will get the Docker Desktop for Windows. Just click on it and get the setup file. So just click on Docker Hub. So now, as I have already logged in, just type in Windows. And under Docker Community Edition, you will see the Docker Desktop for Windows. So click on it, and here you will see a link to get the Docker. So one thing that needs to be noticed here is Docker will always download the stable version of it and not the Edge version. So if you want to install the Edge version on your machine, then just scroll down and you can download it from here. So now we'll be going with the stable version, and if I click on it in the download section, I get a exe file. So I already have an exe for the Docker Windows, and that's why I will not be clicking on this link. So, and then we need to run the setup file, and it's quite typical as any other software installation. I'd like to skip this installation part in here as it is already installed on my machine. So once the installation is finished, you will get a desktop icon on it here, just like this. Just double click on it to start the Docker services, and it will take some time, and you can check the status accordingly into the lower taskbar. So once it is started, you will be seeing that Docker has been started in here. So you can see the Docker desktop is starting, and it will take some time. Also, it may ask you to enable Hyper-V feature if it's not enabled previously. As I have already enabled it, I didn't see the pop-up for it, but you can see a pop-up like this once you click on Docker desktop. So it will ask you to enable the Hyper-V feature. If it's not enabled, just click on OK and wait for the Docker services to be up and running. Also, if you are on a laptop where you have never done virtualization, there are rare chances that you might have to go to the BIOS setting to make it on. You can do that with the help of the link which I would be sharing in the description, or just enter the BIOS setting when the laptop is booting up and change the virtualization setting to enabled. So you can do that with the help of this link. So once you enter the BIOS setup, you will just have to make this virtualization technology to enabled. So ideally it can be disabled if you have not tried virtualization on your laptop anytime before. So just make it enable, and then you are good to go. So now you can see Docker desktop is running. So once Docker is installed, just open the PowerShell and check for Docker version, which will show you the version of Docker installed in your system. So just click on PowerShell. And just type in Docker version. So it will give the Docker client and server version in here. Now launch the Hyper-V using the start menu that is running in the background. You can also create a permanent shortcut for using by using a link. So the link is, so if you go in here, I'll be sharing this link with you. So this link will help you create a shortcut for Hyper-V manager on your desktop. So once you create it, it will look some like this, and if you click on it, you will see that the Docker VM is running with 2 GB of space, and the uptime is shown in here. So the Docker service has been up from last 2 minutes. Now you can go to the Docker setting tab, and you will see a few tabs related to Docker. If you want to store all your code on a particular different drive, then you can do it from here. Just go in shared drive and click on any of the drives. So I'll be clicking on E. So sometimes when you change it, it will not allow you to do so until you enable the port 445. So there is one link which will help you do this. So just go into this link. All these links I will be sharing in the comment section. So just click on this, and it will let you know how to open the port 445. So it's pretty much simple. Just open the control panel and type in Windows Defender in here, and just go to the advanced setting, click on inbound rule, and then a new rule. So whatever port, if you want to enable a port, just click on port, click on next, give the specified port number in here. So in our case it will be 445, but I have already enabled it, so I will try with another one. So just give 446 and click on next, then just click on next, and give it a particular name. And when you click on finish, it will look something like this. So as you can see, Docker 445 has already been installed on my machine. It has been already been open. Pardon me. So just close this now. Also, if you have enough resources, so once you go to the Docker in this advanced tab, so in this advanced tab, you can see that the CPU utilization and the memory, you can increase it from here. So for now it is good, and there are rest of the tabs, we'll just keep it as default. After this is done, we will need to install the GitHub. So just go in and type in GitHub for desktop, and you will click on this and just get the download for Windows setup. So as I have already been downloaded the setup file, and I have already installed GitHub on my desktop, it will look like this. Just click on it, and it will help you clone any type of repository if you want. So just go into here, just log in first in it, and just click on add clone a repository, and give the repository so if I want to clone a particular repository, so just let me see if I'm having it handy. So if I just let me see. So see, this is one of the repositories. So just go in here and click on this and get this GitHub link and click it here. And on your desktop where you want to store the code, just give the path in here. So in my desktop, it is on my local in the code folder. And just as you click on this import, it will import it. So as I've already done it, I will show you how it looks. So just go to my code folder, and whatever will be there on my repository, it will come in here. Now we can see that we are using PowerShell to run the command and there are a number of code editors that can be used. One of them is the Visual Studio Code Editor, and the other one is the commander.name. Both of these can be downloaded from the net, for which I would give link in the description, and are pretty simple to install, just like any other software. So if you want to check how just type in Visual Studio Code, you will get the binaries for it from here. So you can download it and install it, and it will look something like this. And there is one more, that is the commander.net. So just go to commander.net, and it gives us huge amount of features for free. We can create multiple tabs using this commander.net. So once it is downloaded and installed, just click on it. Will look something like, I have already pinned it to my taskbar. Just open on it. So it looks like something like this. And if you want to create many tabs in it, it allows you to create from here. That is, you can create a bash tab, you can create a PowerShell tab. So as we are interested in the PowerShell, we'll be clicking on it, and you can see a PowerShell tab gets launched. Now you can run all your Docker command from here. So whatever command that you're using the PowerShell, you can give the same commands from here. So with this, we come to an end of this video in this series, which was on Docker installation on Windows. Hope you have liked it, and do post your comments or question in the comment section regarding it. So see you soon with more Docker related content. Until then, have a good day. Thanks.